Hello everyone and welcome! Whether you're a seasoned traveler or just someone who loves discovering the world from your couch, you're in for a treat today. Today, we're diving into the Republic of the Gambia, a place so unique you'll wonder if it's real. It's a country that's small in size but absolutely huge in character, and it's bursting with surprises at every turn. The Gambia? Is that next to Narnia? It's so tucked away on the map, you might have missed it entirely. Honestly, it might as well be. With its magical landscapes and quirky traditions, it feels like a place out of a storybook. We're about to explore facts and taboos so wild, you'll think I'm making them up, but I promise, I'm not. Some of these will leave you scratching your head, others will make you laugh out loud. This isn't your average travel doc. Think of it as a guide for the curious, the adventurous, and the slightly skeptical. If you love stories that challenge what you think you know, you're in the right place. We'll cover everything from sacred crocodiles you can actually pet, to why whistling at night is a big no-no. There are beliefs here that might surprise you, and customs that will definitely make you think twice. Gambia is packed with culture, history, and rules that'll make you question everything. Every street, every festival, every meal tells a story. Get ready to have your mind blown and your sense of humor tested. You'll be amazed at how much can fit into such a tiny country. We're exploring Africa's smallest country, a place with a massive personality. Its narrow shape hugs the Gambia River, and its spirit is impossible to contain. From its odd shape to its even odder customs, this is Gambia like you've never seen it. Prepare to be surprised, delighted, and maybe even a little bit shocked. Let's get started. You won't believe what we found. Trust me, you're not going to want to miss a second of this journey. First up, Gambia is the smallest country on mainland Africa. It's so tiny, you could drive across it before your coffee gets cold. But small places have big personalities, and Gambia is no exception. Surrounded by Senegal, with just a sliver of coastline, it's Africa's Chihuahua, small, bold, and full of attitude. Here, everything is close. Tight-knit communities, accessible culture, and a story that's larger than life. Gambia proves it's not about size, but about the size of your story, and Gambia's story, it's a blockbuster. Gambia isn't just small, it's shaped like a snake, winding its way through the heart of West Africa. Its borders twist and turn, hugging the Gambia River so closely that the country almost seems to be an extension of the water itself. Seriously, look at a map. You'll see a narrow ribbon of land, squeezed between Senegal, stretching for hundreds of kilometers but rarely more than a few dozen wide. It's a long, squiggly strip following the Gambia River, tracing every bend and curve as if the land was drawn by the river's own hand. The river isn't just a feature, it's the country's lifeline, its main highway, and the reason for its unique, serpentine shape. You're never far from the river, no matter where you are. In fact, almost every community, big or small, is built within sight of its banks. Life here revolves around the water. Travel, trade, even folklore and daily routines are shaped by the river's presence. It's like living on one very long winding street where neighbors are connected by water instead of roads. The river connects everyone and everything, acting as a natural bridge between distant villages and families. This odd geography creates a unique way of life, one that's both beautiful and a little impractical, but always fascinating. In Gambia, the story always flows with the river, shaping the land, the people, and the rhythm of daily life. English is the official language. Sounds easy, right? Not so fast. On the street, you'll hear a whirlwind of Mandinka, Wolof, Fula, and Gambian slang. It's a linguistic gumbo, rich, fast, and often baffling. You might catch a hello, but the rest will sound like a melodic puzzle. Gambian English has its own rhythm and meaning. My advice? Go with the flow, smile, and enjoy the music of the language. In Gambia, language is a living, breathing part of the culture. Ready for something wild? In Gambia, crocodiles are sacred, and yes, you can pet them. At Kachikali Crocodile Pool, locals believe these crocs have special powers, especially for fertility. People come from all over to touch them and bathe in the water for blessings. The crocs are so used to humans they're basically scaly lapdogs. Still, standing next to a 10-foot croc is a test of faith and nerves. Guides will casually invite you to give one a pat. It's a mind-bending mix of tradition and adrenaline. Only in Gambia is petting a prehistoric predator a rite of passage. Here's a big taboo you might not expect. Never ever point at graves in Gambia. Not with your finger, not with a stick, not even with a casual wave. It's a rule that's taken very seriously, and breaking it can be seen as deeply disrespectful. If you need to indicate a tombstone, you'll have to get creative. Try nodding, gesturing with your chin, or even inventing a new dance move. Locals might use their whole body to subtly direct attention, turning a simple gesture into a respectful art form. This rule is rooted in a deep respect for ancestors and the spiritual world. In Gambian culture, the connection to those who have passed is strong, and every action in a cemetery is done with care and reverence. Pointing is seen as aggressive, almost like a challenge, and it's believed it could disturb the spirits resting there. Even an innocent gesture can be misinterpreted as disrespectful, or even threatening. So, if you ever find yourself lost in a Gambian cemetery, prepare for a subtle ballet of non-pointing gestures. You might feel a bit awkward at first, but you'll quickly see how everyone else communicates with gentle nods and careful movements. It's a small act with big meaning, reminding you to be mindful, humble, and always respectful in sacred spaces. These customs help keep the peace between the living and the spirits. In Gambia, even the simplest gestures carry weight. Every movement is a sign of respect, and people take pride in honoring tradition. So keep your fingers to yourself, or start practicing your that-away cha-cha. In the end, it's all about showing respect, and maybe having a little fun with it too. Higher education in Gambia? There's only one university, the University of the Gambia. Established in 1999, it's the country's sole institution for university-level learning. Before that, students had to go abroad. This university is more than a school. It's a symbol of national pride and progress. Imagine the pressure. You're not just a student, you're part of the country's intellectual future. No rival schools, no campus wars, just one place for the best and brightest. It's quality over quantity taken to the extreme. For Gambians, this university is hope for the future. Lefties, beware eating with your left hand is a major taboo in Gambia. The left hand is reserved for, let's say, less sanitary tasks. The right hand is for eating, greeting, and exchanging money. Using your left hand at the table is seen as unclean and disrespectful. For left-handed visitors, it's a challenge. Time to retrain your brain. This isn't just table manners, it's a deeply rooted cultural practice. So if you're planning a visit, start practicing now. It's a small sacrifice for big respect. Gambia's capital, Banjul, isn't on the mainland, it's on an island. To get there, you cross a single bridge or take a ferry. Traffic jams? Think goats on ferries, not cars on highways. Banjul's location is a colonial legacy, strategic for trade but now, a logistical headache. The city is crowded, with no room to expand. Living here means you're not just a Gambian, you're an islander. It's a city with a moat, a modern fortress with a ferry schedule, another quirky twist in Gambia's story. Gambia banned plastic bags in 2015. No importing, making, or using them. While other countries debate, Gambia just did it. The ban tackles pollution at its source, protecting the environment. Get caught with a plastic bag? Expect a hefty fine. People use cloth bags, baskets, even leaves for shopping. It's a return to sustainable living, by law, not trend. Gambia proves you don't need to be rich to be innovative. Maybe we should all take a page from their book. Soccer? Not here. Gambia's real passion is traditional wrestling, Bora. Wrestlers are local heroes and matches are massive, electric events. It's not WE, this is raw strength, ritual and community. Wrestlers wear spiritual amulets and perform rituals before matches. The goal, throw your opponent to the ground. The energy is unmatched, the tradition deep. It's a sport that's uniquely Gambian, passed down for generations. Sometimes the local game outshines the global one. Why is Gambia shaped so oddly? Colonial powers literally drew its borders with a compass. The British took the river, the French took the land around it. Senegal. They agreed on borders by measuring miles from the riverbank, ignoring local realities. The result? A country with borders that cut through communities and cultures. It's a classic case of colonial arrogance leaving lasting scars. Yet Gambians have forged a national identity within these lines. They turned a geographical oddity into a source of pride. Gambia is shaped by outsiders but defined by its people. Another taboo, don't whistle at night. The belief? Whistling after dark summons evil spirits. It's seen as a disruption to the spiritual peace of the night. Maybe it started as a way to keep things quiet, but the rule stuck. As the sun sets, the whistling stops. Everyone just knows. Nighttime is for natural sounds, not your best tune. So, when in Gambia, save your whistling for daylight, unless you're hoping to meet a ghost. Gambia hosts a Roots Festival, inspired by Alex Haley's book and TV series. Roots tells the story of Kunta Kinte, captured in Gambia and sold into slavery in America. The story connected millions of African Americans to Gambia. The International Roots Festival invites the diaspora to return, remember and celebrate. It's filled with music, dance, and visits to historic sites like Jufure and Kunta Kinte Island. The festival is about remembrance, reconciliation, and reunion. Gambia embraces its role as a gateway to history and healing. For many, it's a profound journey home. Gambia's currency is the dalasi, divided into bututs, but you'll rarely see those. The exchange rate means you'll carry a thick wad of cash worth about $50. Spending and making change can be an adventure, especially outside tourist areas. ATMs are rare, so Budget wisely. Dalasi notes are beautiful, featuring local birds and landmarks. They're a small piece of Gambian identity. For a while you'll feel like a millionaire, a Dalasi millionaire at least. It's all part of the Gambian experience. Gambia's national animal? The spotted hyena. Not the most glamorous choice, but hear me out. Hyenas are intelligent, social, resilient survivors. Misunderstood, but tough. They thrive where others fail, led by powerful females and complex clans. Gambia too is a survivor, small, resourceful, and unforgettable. The hyena's laugh is haunting, just like Gambia's spirit is unforgettable. Maybe it's not such a strange choice after all. It's the perfect symbol for a country that can't be broken. There you have it. 15 wild facts and taboos from the tiny snake-shaped crocodile-petting wrestling-loving Gambia. From its geography to its quirky customs, Gambia never stops surprising. It proves the most fascinating places are often the least known. I hope this journey piqued your curiosity and made you laugh. If you enjoyed this deep dive, hit like, subscribe, and share with someone who loves weird facts. Which fact blew your mind? Petting crocs? The plastic bag ban? Let me know in the comments. Stay curious and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.